2 days after we found out about the brain cancer, we found out that we were also pregnant, which was a bit of a roller coaster of emotion. When I was first diagnosed, my first goal was I want to live to see my daughter be born, and I didn't know if that was happening. And then the next goal was, I'd like to see my two girls, start school, and now one's in high school and the other one is about to start high school. It took about 5 or 6 years to get to the point where I did get my competition license back.
The drive of the event. Now that had to be Morton and Nikolai. Well, many congratulations to Jeff and Damon taking the win here at Targa High Country, their first victory in the Targa.
Yeah, so back in 2010 I was diagnosed with brain cancer, and at that point I thought I might never drive a car ever again, which as a motorsport enthusiast is the last thing that you want to hear. So to go from that to getting my road license back, and then eventually in 2016 I got my CAMS license. The first event that I ever did with that CAMS license was come here and do TSD in my red Elise. I just want to inspire people to never give up. Like, whatever happens, you just got to look forward and anything's possible.
Every time I see that clip, I think there's proof of a marriage breakthrough if you can drive a race car together. There's no room for arguing over the directions. So Jeff, you actually still have the brain disease, and it's something you have to monitor regularly, which I'm sure that's not easy to live with, and you'd have to dig into your resilience all the time, I imagine. And as we finish up, I wonder if both of you could just share one final piece of advice that you'd give to someone in this room who's facing their own life-altering crisis. And there are crises of all kinds represented here, I'm sure. Jeff?
Yeah, so thinking about that, back to the days when I think I'm still an entrepreneur. I don't think that that's anything that can ever be taken out of you. But as a Christian entrepreneur, what I was experiencing was that pretty much everything that I put my mind to, I achieved. And looking back on it, I think at the time I would have said that that was God's providence for me, but I think in reality what it was it was me kind of doing things for myself, and I think I was on a bad pathway, and I really needed to be humbled. Probably not as humbled as I ended up being humbled, but the reality is that his strength is my strength, and it's not for me to say what the path of my life will be, but I need to trust God that whatever he decides is the path for my life is what the path of my life will be. I think that it's a tough one to hear, but I think it's something that we all need to hear, that we're not in control of our own lives.
Yep, I'm taking notes. Fi, how about you?
I think just the courage to admit defeat. I think as a professional person, each in your own right, in some form, you're still human, and if you're loving someone, you're vulnerable. And it sucks when that gets taken away from you. But the good news is that God loves the broken and he will hold you. And the good news is that we will be restored.